Happy Sunday. It's your Perfume principal. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope everyone had a great Valentine's Day. I hope you guys were able to show some love to your loved ones. Of course, we know Valentine's Day and showing love is something we would like to do every single day. And happy birthday to my husband. He was born on the 12th, as was Abraham Lincoln. Happy birthday, Taylor. So we have a few fans born on the 12th. All right, so guys, today it's already the third week in February. I cannot believe it. So welcome. Thank you for joining my channel. I am the Perfume Principal. To my subscribers, thank you for coming back. To those of you who are new to the channel, I'm just going to tell you about the channel briefly. This channel is dedicated to you helping me and me helping you. We're going to help each other find that perfect scent sillage, that perfect scent trail. So remember, a scent trail could be intoxicating, a scent trail could be damaging, it could be choking. So we're going to learn here that finding that perfect scent trail goes beyond what you put on your skin. Finding that perfect scent trail also extends to what you're allowing in your mind, what you're allowing in your heart, what are you allowing in your spirit? Because what you put in will come out. So not only are we talking about the perfect scent sillage that you leave when you enter and exit a room, we're talking about that scent trail that you are leaving when you enter and exit a room. So guys, it's way deeper than what we put on our skin. It's how we are behaving, how we're impacting lives around us, and what people are seeing in us. So we're here to help each other grow. We're here to help each other find that perfect scent trail. All right, so if you guys have been with me for a few weeks for February, we started off with my first, and I talked about some of the first perfumes from specific collections that I purchased and the impact they had on me. The second week, we talked about Kissed by a Rose, so just an abundance of rose notes. And we paid homage to some of the first as it came to in Black History Month and so forth. Well, today we're going to talk about Black Power. So that's going to be the theme of our show for today. So Black Power. So I have a few perfumes just to delve into. And when you're thinking of Black Power, you're thinking of strong, powerful scents. Those scents that while they can work on their own and they could be very, very, very potent and powerful on their own, they're always so much better when they work together. So we're going to talk about some scents here. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. So if you're first time, grab a drink because it's going to take a little while. But please, please, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment on my videos. I read comments and I do respond to the comments as well. All right, so the first one that we're going to talk about today is a very, very strong perfume. The top notes, we have citrus, saffron, and myrrh. Heart notes, we have tuberose, orange flower, cypriol, and patchouli. And the base notes, we have amber, vanilla, and musk. Now, if you've been with me for a while, you know that when we hear that saffron note, we are quick to try anything from BR 540 and anything inspired by BR 540. So this one is from the House of Mason Alhambra, and this one is called Avant Silk. Avant Silk. And Avant Silk is a smell-alike of Creed's Queen of Silk. Now, when I got this, it was a Lily Pop. She was the first one I heard of it, and she just talked about how good it was. So I was like, let me try this. So I got it. And guys, I went from a simple vanilla girl to a more complex vanilla girl, so forth and so on. And this is a complex, strong vanilla. And guys, it just continues to get better. And when I first tried this, I was like, what am I going to wear with it? This is a powerhouse. It is a powerhouse. So a powerful figure, of course, that we're going to talk about, and we're just going to talk about some couples. I've already done a dedicated review to Martin Luther King, Dr. Martin Luther King, and Coretta Scott King. So we're going to continue on with Malcolm X and Betty Shabazz. That was another power couple, civil rights. They were known for civil rights and rights for African Americans. So here we have Avant Silk by the House of Mason on Alhambra. This right here, this is a gem with Lattafa's Artisan Ethnique. I've worn that combination several times. It also goes very well with La Charmante Eclatante by Maison Alhambra. But my favorite with this one is absolutely Artisan Ethnique by the House of Lattafa. And I'm just going to give you three. So another one to highlight the rose notes. Yeah, I'm sorry, this one doesn't have any rose notes. Another one to highlight maybe, let's say, the citrus notes. I have this one going with Shahor Elixir by not Hakayat, Al Abzar. Shahor Elixir is another one that will go well with that. So that, guys, again, is Avant Silk by the House of Maison Alhambra. We're going to continue on with a beast mode. This is a powerhouse, a brick house, if you want to say. This is a powerhouse of a scent. And we're going to start at the top notes. We have notes of saffron, geranium, and rose. So this is the first scent that I've spoken about that has that note of geranium. So then we're going to continue on to the heart notes. We have the heart notes of nutmeg, violet, caraway, and pepper. Caraway is new to us, and pepper, it doesn't specify if it's a pink pepper or a black pepper, but that note of caraway is new to us. And then we have the base note of patchouli, amber, oud, and vanilla. And you guys will start seeing how many of the fragrances have a base note of amber, oud, and musk. All right, so we're going to talk politics and law and public servants. So, of course, guys, of course, a powerhouse of a couple when we're talking about politics and such is former President Barack Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama. So this is going to represent them. This is powerful. You can wear this together, but of course, when it complements that soft, subtle side, it works very well. Because of that nutmeg note in Club de Nuit, I'm sorry, this is Club de Nuit by the House of Armaf Intense Women. There's a Club de Nuit woman that's a smell alike of Coco Mademoiselle, and this one is Club de Nuit Intense Woman. I believe it's Noir de Noir by Tom Ford that it is a smell alike of. And this one, because of that nutmeg, that subtle nutmeg note, this will go with Nashit or Ani by Nishane. And it will also go very well with one of the Delinas because to highlight that rose note. And you want to probably put something a little subtle because this, like I said, is a powerhouse of a fragrance. So that is Club de Nuit Intense Woman by the House of Armaf. All right, moving on to our third one. This is my second bottle of this particular scent. This one has a top note of almond, heart note of cinnamon, Tunisian orange blossom, Turkish rose. This has a base note of tonka bean, vanilla, and amberwood. Guys, this one, this one is delicious. Like I said, it's my second bottle. It is inspired by BDK's Velvet Tonka, and this is no other than Swiss Arabian's Shagaf Oud Tonka. That almond note sometimes gives it the hint of a cherry, just a subtle hint of a cherry note. But this one is a powerhouse. It smells amazing. And this one would go with any of the two that I've already mentioned. But this one is powerful, yet subtle, yet loving. But you're going to be smelled and you're going to be remembered. You're going to make a mark when you wear this fragrance. So we're going to give this one to a power couple of Mr. Denzel Washington and his wife, Pauletta Washington. So to the Washingtons, thank you for all your entertainment. Mr. Denzel and Miss Pauletta, thank you very much. So this one, Shagaf Oud Tonka by the House of Swiss Arabian, a smell alike of Velvet Tonka. So let me just give a little spray for this one. Y'all, yeah, someone had said that it reminds them of the cherry and almond from Jergens. And I've never gotten that until right now. But it's still great, and it goes very well with additional rose fragrances. Like I wear it a lot with Delina Exclusive or any of the Inspired of Delina Exclusive, and you know, a rose note that I want to highlight a bit. All right, so we're going to continue on. The next perfume is by the House of Lattafa. And boy, oh boy, this goes beyond just being a powerhouse. Even the design of the bottle is loud and powerful. So the next perfume has top notes of peach, pink pepper, and bergamot. It has heart notes of tuberose, orange blossom. I love an orange blossom note, and jasmine. It has a base notes, of sandalwood, praline. We already know praline, and amber and patchouli. So there's that base note of that amber and that patchouli. And guys, just from previous videos, that praline already invites me out to trying Camera, Angel Shares, or something like that with that note of praline. When we talk about orange blossom, I already think of Love Don't Be Shy, on some gold, or something of that smell-alike family. My fragrance of the week is Fakama. Or not this week, a few weeks ago was Fakama. So this one, because of that orange blossom note, would also go with that. All right, so like I said, this is a power. This is a powerhouse. This one is you can't miss it. You see it, and it's the smell is intoxicating. It is people say it's a blend of Herba Pura by Xerjoff and what's the other one? Valaya by Perfume de Marly, or Mystique Bouquet, or Delilah Blanc with what is Amber Oud Gold, or Orientica's one, which is coming up later, so I'll be able to see it. But that's no other than Afif by Lattafa. Look at that. The two peacocks coming together as one, because two is often better than one. But this is just that scent, because of that peach note in the top, that is light yet powerful. Light, powerful, so it's pretty safe. The softness of the neroli, not the orange blossom, rather. The softness of the orange blossom. So we're going to dedicate this one to Oprah Winfrey and Stedman Graham. Oprah Winfrey and Stedman Graham. We're going to dedicate this one to them. And we know that she is a powerhouse of a woman, a powerhouse of a woman. So we thank you, Oprah, for all that you've done regarding your talk show and just impacting the lives of others. All right, so that's, again, the House of Lattafa, and that fragrance is Afif. All right, so the next one is another Lattafa, not a sponsored video. This is another Lattafa, and this one, when I smelled it, this was first spray, fell in love. I bought two Lattafa perfumes, and this was over 2 years ago. It was this one and Anna Abayed Rouge. They came in together, and I smelled them in my office, and I was like, wow, both of them smell so nice. I really like them. This one, the bottle is ornate. The bottle is decorated very well. So this is like a showstopper. This is that person who, yes, I'm just going to be a little edgy and go do things a little differently. I'm not going to do it to get disqualified, but I'm going to just add a little different je ne sais to it to make me noticed or noted. So then this one has top notes of fruity notes, heart notes of rose and jasmine, and base notes of musk, vanilla, amber, and cedar. And like I said, this one is like, I'm going to stick to it, but I'm going to do it with fashion and style. And this one is a smell-alike of Mancera's Roses Vanille, and it is Lattafa's Ajwad. And I did not spray out Afif. So before I pay homage to our Black Power representative, let's spray out Afif and just get a better. Well, that just came off. Bloopers. Still made it work. Yep. Yeah, I absolutely smell the lightness of the Herba Pura. But Herba Pura, if you guys don't know, is extremely It is extremely strong. This one, you smell the mixture. You absolutely smell the mixture of the Herba Pura, and you smell the light peachness of the Valaya in it. So way to go, Lattafa. So like I said, this one is Afif. Not Afif, that was Afif. This one is Ajwad. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So Ajwad, because of the vanilla notes, we could do this with any of the 28s or 28 smell alike. This one will go well with Jazab Gold by R.L. Zafran. I have this one going any of the BR540s. It could even go with Afif to highlight some of those fruity notes. So we'll just keep that right there. And the person that I want to dedicate that one to is our tennis star, Serena and or Venus Williams. So we will give it to the Williams sister, because you know what? They're going to go in there and they're going to represent the game the way it should be represented, but they're going to do it with style, grace, and class. So thank you, Williams sisters, for all that you have done to pave the way for other young women in the game of tennis. All right, so we're going to continue on. I'm going to be discussing one because I discussed one of these last week, but the one I'm going to discuss tonight, they smell very similar. So we're going to continue on. This is another one from the House of Swiss Arabian. When I say powerhouse, maybe max of 4 to 5 sprays. If you do any more, you're going to leave that sensation that's going to choke someone out. You're going to smell good from a distance, but you're going to choke someone out. So we have this one. And this one is like an Arabian princess. And it's going to start off with that note of saffron. So we have, that's the top note. So we had several of our fragrances tonight that have that saffron note. Then our heart notes are very simple. We have oud and rose. And then we have our base notes of oud. Here we go again, praline and vanilla. So already this is going to go with what? It's going to go with anything in the Rose Delina family. And because of that praline note, that angel share, that angel share, and or that rose, that angel share, or the BR540 to highlight that saffron note. So we're going to continue, and I'm just going to bring this one up. This one, like I said, is a powerhouse. Powerhouse of a scent, and it's just beautiful. The bottle is beautiful that it comes in. Oh, I should say it, huh? Swiss Arabian Shagaf Oud Tanka. Shagaf Oud. Take away Tanka. Shagaf Oud. Tanka was the blue bottle, but it's in the Shagaf Oud line. Yeah. If you guys are familiar with Lancome's Oud Bouquet, then you're familiar with Shagaf Oud. And if you're familiar with Shagaf Oud, let me put that stick away. If you're familiar with Shagaf Oud, don't worry, Lattafa is not too far with Musk Mood. I did this one last week, Musk Mood. Wow. One's a little smoother. I would say the Shagaf Oud is a hair smoother than the Lattafa's Oud Mood. But guys, I didn't go to school for perfumery, so yeah, just take it as you wish. And so the powerhouse for this person, who we are going to, just look at these bottles. Just elegant, this wrapped in class, just golden, so it's always looking classy. And just looking back at pictures and everything, we're going to give it to Shirley Chisholm, which we talked about her last time, as a civil rights activist, political law congresswoman, and then Arthur Hardwick. So thank you so much for all that you two have done as it relates to politics and so forth and so on. All right, so the next two, so this is another duo. Probably one of the most ornate bottles in my collection. Is just very, very decorative, very feminine lean, and just very exquisite, very elegant to me. And this one like I said, it's a duo. So this was my second Al Haramain purchase, right? It was my second Al Haramain purchase. And this actually is the Al Haramain one is a simple bottle. The other brand one that's a smell-alike of it is a more ornate, flashy, so I have the perfect pairing for them. So this one has top notes of bergamot, green notes, melon, pine, apple, and amber as the mid notes. In the base notes, we have musk, vanilla, and woody notes. So again, top notes are bergamot and green notes. Mid notes are melon, pine, pineapple. I'm sorry, I couldn't fit it in amber. I was like pineapple. Because I was like, I didn't realize this had pine. This, y'all, is my second bottle of Amber Oud Gold Edition by Al Haramain. Al Haramain is pricier. I think out of the I have 3 here that are pricier brands, but I got this one for a steal. You could get them on Joma Shop. I mean, I don't know what else to say. You can smell the fruitiness of the pineapple. It smells so good. And this one especially, it goes so well with, and I know you guys are going to be like, what? Just try that. If you have this and you have Genou Noir, put them together. Put them together. Don't go crazy with this, but that Genou Noir, that light, airy smell of it with all those notes, and this Al Haramain, those are chef's kiss. So that is Al Haramain Genou, Al Haramain Amber Oud Gold Edition. It's a plenty of those in that line. So then we have this one. So this is a bottle that is ornate. Just look at that bottle. It's beautiful. By the House of Orientica. You guys can see this one's all the way down here. When I went to Germany, I had purchased the small discovery set, and I was just like, this one was so good. Then when I got back to the States, I purchased this one in full size. And you can see, you can find this now at TJ Maxx. Let me smell both of them. The Al Haramain Gold Edition smells a little fruitier, a little sweeter to my nose. Oh, but they're both oh so good. And my nephew has the genuine Herba Pura by Xerjoff. So when he comes over, he allows me to smell it. But guys, just think about this. When you have this person that's just this diva, and then you have the husband, in this case, who is standing by her, supporting her. All right, so we're going to continue on with a fragrance that is more of a summer fragrance, but wear what you want when you want to wear it. This next one is more of a summer fragrance to moi. And this one has top notes of, here we go again, pineapple, blackcurrant, bergamot, wild berries. It has heart notes of cedarwood, freesia, and rose. And I take that back. It's just cedar, freesia, and rose. It has base notes of musk, sandalwood, amber, and vanilla. So this one is a smell-alike of Creed's Aventus for Her. Creed's Aventus for Her. So here we have La Aventa Femme by the House of Al Haramain. Guys, I didn't even realize I had another one from Al Haramain. La Aventa Femme by the House of Al Haramain. So this is just femme fatale, feminine power. My mom has this one. I purchased this one from my mom, and it really works well with her body chemistry. So some of the combinations that this would go well with is the Club de Nuit Woman. Not woman, not the intense woman. It obviously will go with Yara and Yara Candy to highlight that black currant note. It will go with any of the Rose Delina and Delina smell-alikes to highlight the rose note. And then I even tried it with Affection Love or any of the Kayali smell-alikes to the Yum Gelato pistachio Yum Gelato. But I also like to put this one with Honor and Glory by Lattafa to highlight that perfume. Yeah, to highlight that pineapple note. Yes, nice. You smell the pineapple. I don't get much berries. I get a lot of sweet citrus from this one. You can smell the sandalwood. You can smell like the hints of the sandalwood coming through. I think I'm smelling the Serena, the Williams sister on my hand. I'm like, wait a second. So I'm smelling that one. But definitely to me, this is a spring, summer, freshy. You would pair it with a light, probably citrus lotion. I guess the bergamot and the pineapple are pretty strong in this one. All right, guys. So the last perfume for the night, the last perfume of the night is by a house that I have not mentioned yet. It's the House of Afnan. So this perfume is, when I'm telling you, banger, brick house, black power. This perfume is the epitome. It is strong. And it's like two powerhouses coming together to make one. So we have top notes of cinnamon. So already, guys, with that cinnamon note, we could think of Kamra. We could think of Kamarkawa. We could think of anything in the Killian family. And we could think of Artisan Ethnique that has a top note of cinnamon. Then it has cinnamon, amber, and tonka beans. Tonka bean, I'm already thinking of Swiss Arabians, Shagaf Oud Tonka. I'm thinking of Noir de Arabi by Pandora. I'm thinking of Montal's, the Arabian Tonka by Montal. All right, so it has heart notes of vanilla, saffron, and jasmine. Then it has base notes of ambergris, cedar, and sandalwood. This is a powerhouse, powerhouse of a scent. So we're gonna go ahead to me, this is, oh my gosh, y'all. To me, this is a mashup of Kamra, so I guess it could be Killian's Angel Share, and BR 540. 540 X straight, probably I 540 X straight because it's a little sweeter. Y'all, it's so good. I use this one with Shagaf Oud Tonka. So I prepared these together sometimes. I've paired it with Yara. I've paired it with Escapade Gourmand, or Matcha Latte, now that they smell so much alike. So the person I'm going to use for this one is an actress who I just think she is exquisitely beautiful. She can very versatile in her roles, but she's just a powerful, beautiful African American who to me exudes black power. And I want to give this one to no other than Angela Bassett. So Miss Angela Bassett, we thank you for all the roles that you have played. We thank you for paving our way into nominations, awards, and so much. So we thank you. All right, guys, so that concludes the video for the third week in February, guys. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share my video, leave a comment, guys. And don't forget, guys, your purpose is bigger than you'll ever know. And remember, your sensillage is more than just what we put on our skin, but what we allow inside that will impact our outside. So again, thank you so much. Stay safe. God is love, one love. Stay safe, and see you guys at the next one.